Chris, what are you doing?
I'm setting up the pyros for the next show for Sports Drink.
Dude, that's season 2.
We made it. I got the pyro.
Come on down. Could you speed it up a little bit next time?
Listen, I've got 3 pyrotechnicians up on the roof right now.
Dude, that's season 2. Today's the season finale of season 1. Send them home.
Oh, God. Okay. All right, I'm sorry. This is my fault. Fellas!
Yep.
All right, rev it. Let's do it.
Dude, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Wilson is going to take the car and jump the truck.
Dude, that is season 2.
What?
Cut it. Cut it.
No, cut. Really? Darn. I was looking forward to this.
I know, Tim. I know you got a game Sunday, but we'll expect you here Monday. Is that right? Yeah, he's in.
All right, Tebow and Tulsa, man.
Yeah,
Tebow
baby.
and Tulsa.
No, you guys. That's season 2. Season 2.
You got to call him back?
I got to call him.
And now, the season finale of The Sports Drink.
The Sports Drink is brought to you by Advantage Motor. It's to your advantage to shop at Advantage Motors in Bixby today. Welcome to the season finale of the Sports Drink. Mike Ziegenhorn along with Benny Dixon. Man, it's been a quick 12 weeks, hasn't it?
It went fast, but when you're having fun, it goes fast.
Yes, and there's a lot of stuff that has gone on all season, and nothing crazier than what happened this past weekend over in Stillwater. Oklahoma State finally beat the Oklahoma Sooners in a game that counted, and they didn't beat them, they thrashed them.
Well, we talked about that all year. You know, BA's got to beat Union when it matters. OSU's got to beat OU when it matters, and it mattered, and they thrashed them.
Yeah, they did. They just pounded them on both sides of the ball, up and down the field, and they made a statement that night that they deserved to be the number 2 team in the country, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, but they didn't make it. You know, the way this is all rigged and stuff, it's kind of
rigged is a good point.
It's rigged. It's kind of, you know, ESPN controls that. It's a political vote. It's not, you know, a system that actually works out the same every year. It's politics, as most life is. Everything's just politics in life, but that's what happens. So OSU gets to go to a great bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, and hook up with Stanford, number 4 ranked team in the nation.
The conference championship, first time they've ever done that outright in school history, which is great. They're going to a BCS game, never done that before. So they have some positive things. But the thing I don't like about the whole scenario, Benny, is you got people voting thinking, well, Alabama's the best team, so we're going to put them in. You have people voting Oklahoma State 5th or lower in the polls. That's
well,
crazy.
that's the way it can be manipulated. If you want to put OSU at 5th, it hurts them from moving up. So that's how you help a team by not doing what you should do and vote how they should be. They should at least be 3rd as the lowest. Anybody ought to vote them. 2 or 3, but some people's voting them 5th. One computer guy put them in at 21 to try to steal it. It's just nuts and things like that.
It's not fair.
But you know, Thursday night, and we'll go to that game here in a little bit, but Thursday night I had the chance to just kind of unexpectedly ran into Todd Monken and Brandon Whedon, and you could tell those guys were really relaxed and were very confident that game. It wasn't any, you know, we're worried about this, worried about that, and those guys were ready to play, and man, they did. They thrashed them, and as Boone Pickens will tell you, he thought they did enough to get into number 2, and I'm sure with all this controversy, a lot of people is going to get called out and find out who did vote you 5 and 4 and didn't vote you 3 and play the game to try to, you know, protect your conference.
It needs to be disclosed. Oklahoma State should have a better opportunity. Everybody says, well, Alabama's a better team by the eye test. Well, what's the eye test? What does that mean? Oklahoma State passed the eye test against Iowa State, yet they lost to them.
Exactly. If you look at the eye test, they're a lot better than Iowa State, so why don't you throw those guys up there? So, you know, I guess it's good for all the fans to get controversy, and everybody gets a great bowl game and go. And, I guess those guys down there in LSU, they probably didn't want to play Alabama again
No,
either.
I wouldn't.
So
Wouldn't
anyway,
want to do it. Well, OU started the season #1. They're going to the Insight Bowl against Iowa. That's a big free fall for them. Tulsa's going to a bowl game again. They're playing in the Bell Helicopter Bowl. Arkansas is playing K-State down in the Cotton Bowl. Let's talk about high school football. Wagner wins their first state title in school history. Union, again, 4 straight titles for the Redskins. They beat Broken Arrow. The Tigers had that one in their, it was there.
It was there, drop the ball, lay it on the turf. Union picks it up and goes and scores it late when you think the game could be over, a couple of 1st and 10s. But, you got to give Tigers credit. They played the whole game, played very well, but you really got to give Coach Frederick. He's got some magic going over. I know what it is, but he's getting some things done when he probably shouldn't have got that done that night. But they won, and so, again, Union's still up there on the king on the mountain.
Coach Spavato's defense worked some wonders. They pretty much shut down Union's offense, let alone one series, the first of the game. Yeah. They made their adjustments, and Union couldn't do anything offensively.
Couldn't do it, but defensively, Union came and won the ball game by playing good defense and getting that turnover. Turnovers are the difference in every game, and Union got them, and BA didn't.
Yeah. Cassia Hall will have their shot this week as they play Anadarko. They shut down a couple of guys who are going D1 last Friday night.
Man, they had an unbelievable game Friday night, and now they're going to play for another state championship against another very good team. So if you can go find Cash Hall this weekend, you're going to see a great state championship game.
Yeah. Friday night, they're supposed to play over at Boone Pickens. Will the goalpost be up?
Who knows? I saw them things going down Duck Street about midnight. You
were one of the ones that poured out on the field.
I was one on top of the pole, and my back hurts a little bit, but that's fine. It was fun.
Well, that weight, extra weight for me,
that's
the reason
right.
it
that's
fell
the reason
over,
they
right?
had to have some weight to get
they
over.
Shoved you up to the top to get
Called
that
top
thing
heavy,
down.
isn't it? Top heavy.
Well, we're talking about 6A football and going to a state championship game. We sent our crew over to Stillwater last week, and they give you an inside look about what it's like to be at a 6A title game.
In a world of infinite shades of gray, your position affords you the chance to see without bias. Black and white, right and wrong, legal and illegal, with you there is no compromise. When the game ends, you know that half the stadium, now half the world will love you, and the other half will curse your very existence. You are the referee, the last bastion of equality on the field that doesn't know fairness. Never mind the fact that your car will be covered with plastic wrap. You are a big part of the success of the game. So the next time a coach threatens to wear your head as a hat, or teenagers toilet paper your house to the point of mummification, just toss out that yellow flag, wet your whistle with a victory sip.
All right, we are back on the Sports Drink. Man, I don't know about you, but I'm still a little sore from that football game we had over Thanksgiving where you laid me out.
I'm sore
What
from
about
high
you?
school football games. I'm still sore.
Just watching them,
Just
aren't you?
watching them. I mean, I'm sore, but we got a guy who can help that out
Well,
today.
we're hoping so. Cameron Maynard is here from Maynard Family Chiropractic, located at 91st and Memorial. Appreciate you coming on the Sports Drink.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, so what do we do? If we played football or we're running and we're just sore, can you help us out?
It depends what your x-rays look like. But absolutely. I'm a Maximize Living doctor here in Tulsa, and we're the head of the Wellness Advisory Council for the Olympic teams. So Olympic wrestling team, judo,
Nice.
powerlifting. And why they brought us in is they have a great medical staff there, for injuries, but how do you prevent them from having in the first place? And when you have a chronic condition, chronic aches and pains, what can you do besides surgery and drugs? And that's where chiropractic really came into that, and that's what we offer to the Olympic teams.
How much do y'all get involved with athletics and how that overlaps with their medical doctor and the chiropractic practice? I see a lot of that happen nowadays, and used to it's kind of separated. Now it's kind of overlapping. Talk about the overlap now.
It is. It's what we're finding. We're going to London in 2012. We have to really work in hand with their medical staff there at the Olympics, and they just complement each other. We both want the best for the patient. We want three things. We want the wrestlers and the athletes to not get hurt, one. Two, if they do get hurt, we need them back on the field as fast as possible, and we got to win the gold medal. So we work hand in hand. We don't want to give them medication. We don't want to do a surgery. We want to do as conservative things we can to make sure this athlete gets back on the field. And we are, medical field and the chiropractic field, starting to see more eye to eye when looking at athletes and things like that, and where we starts with the spine. And we got to just see how the spine looks.
You're talking about the athletes, the guys who perform every day, but what about us guys who try and think we're still athletes? We're age 50 plus and we're still exercising, running, trying to stay in shape, but our bodies just don't take it anymore. How do you help somebody like me?
That's a great question. Even though you're not going for the gold, you still have to throw the ball with your kids.
What are you saying, I can't win a gold medal? Yeah, pretty much. That's
pretty
okay.
much,
You can say it. Don't feel bad.
I work with these athletes. They're big guys
Yeah.
and they're fast, they're strong, but you still want to throw the football out in the yard with your son, or you still got to clean the garage out. You're a weekend warrior. You still got to do those things. And pain and a spinal condition can keep you from doing those things. I see it every day with my patients. It's called your activities of daily living. So what you can do is actually can align the spine, take the pressure off the disc, remove the damage, and you can do those things. Make sure you can do that in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I have patients as young as a couple days, hours old, even up to 80 years old, and they're still working on their performance on their day-to-day lives.
Now, do you get involved with the nutritional side? I mean, that's involved with chiropractic? Talk about that.
Absolutely. So we have what's called the advanced plan. It was developed with the Olympic wrestling program, and what we had to do is we had to cut weight for these guys, but they don't want to lose performance. You guys know, if you worked with any wrestlers, they see their cheeks go in, they just quit eating when it's wrestling season. Well, they were finding out they weren't performing. Exactly. So we developed a nutrition program. We have people losing 30 pounds in 30 days, and they don't have fatigue. They still have energy. So we have a very specific program.
I need some of that 30 pound in 30 days, don't you?
The
other way. Off.
Yeah, off.
I know how to get it on.
It's too easy to put it on. And, well, hey, we really appreciate your time. If somebody's interested in getting a hold of you and needs some more information, wants some help, what do they do?
Oh, you just give us a call. We have great girls at the front desk. You can check us out. MaximizeLiving.com is the website. Our phone number is 918-872-8653. They just give us a call and let us know you found out about it from the watching the TV station, and we can get you some x-rays. First step we have to have before anybody can be treated or evaluated, even nutritionally, have to see an x-ray, have to see how your nervous system's working.
All right, Cameron Maynard of Maynard Chiropractic, appreciate your time.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
All right, well, we got more to come, don't we?
Yeah, what are you going to talk about, ups and downs?
Aye, ups and downs and bad things.
Highs, lows?
Yeah,
what we
plenty
did.
of that.
That's coming up next, the highs and lows, the ups and downs, and all around. So stay tuned.
Here at the Sports Drink, we care about our viewers, which is why we wanted to take some of the time out of today's show to talk about the threat of lycanthropy. Now, according to many leather-bound books, lycanthropy is the professed ability of a human being to transform into a werewolf. The metamorphosis culminates with thick hair, large teeth, and an unquenchable human bloodlust. Now, if you know of anybody that demonstrates lycanthropic symptoms, it's best to avoid them between the waxing gibbous and waning gibbous phase of the lunar cycle. For more information on lycanthropy, please feel free to wiki any information on Teen Wolf or Larry Bird.
What are you going to talk about, ups and downs?
Aye, ups and downs and bad things.
Highs, lows?
Yeah,
what we
plenty of
did.
that.
That's coming up next, the highs and lows, the ups and downs, and all around. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Sports Drink.
Did you really play football at Shakota?
That's the reason I can't walk and sleep at night.
The one that everybody wants. How about the... Why are you blinking? It's blinking. How about the Kona blend?
But, if that was the case, China would win Olympics every 4 years,
A little deep-fried perfection. Some coconut oil, maybe? Right off the tree? How about that?
We got a little frisbee in the wood. That'll be Nick in what they call disc golf. But before that, we're going to have a little magic here with Molly, because Molly is from the Wausau Rams.
A little Sumatra, Yukon. How about some French roast?
A lot of things to help different... The
crazy thing is, we're going to move our news desk to the moon.
If we can. Then there's always the classic paper bed. Sorry.
Oh, what else?
We'll just do a little magic here. And you can see this thing's going away, and I can't get this thing to disappear. But watch this. All of a sudden, it's a magical moment.
Then there's always the classic paper bag.
And other things. Fancy things, really.
Then there's always the classic waste. What is it called?
Waste basketball.
Thank you, waste basketball. If they have oxygen, it's a lot of work. But we've come this far, 49
I'm not
years.
gonna spare any expense. We're already going to the moon.
Or you could play a little paper football.
Let's do that again.
Right, there's Wilson.
Is he in the shot still? He's in the shot, isn't he?
No, I want to read that.
But you can't laugh, John.
What?
Hey, you think we can ride around on one of those carts in the moon like they did in 1960?
Well,
what year did we go to the moon?
I can go to the moon and ride on a cart. Probably not you. Sorry.
But we're going to the moon. Just gonna go to the moon.
The one that goes through civets. Just say it.
The one that goes through civets. We work tirelessly for Sorry.
It was
the stare.
It was the lip bite, wasn't it? The lip bite through.
It was the lip bite. I couldn't get over it. Okay, the stare. Do the stare. Do the stare. Back and forth.
This is gonna take a minute.
Oh, for the love of God.
Little deep fried perfection.
Go.
Wide eyes.
Can you see me?
This is ridiculous. We are professionals. Come on.
Thank you for joining us here on the Sports Drink.
Have a great night.
And we're clear.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe this? Can you believe we just pulled this off?
I can't believe we did. I don't know when Nick's even going to say when he finds out.
I'm not going to be around to find out, hopefully.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We've got so much stuff to do.
The Sports Drink is brought to you by Advantage Motor. It's to your advantage to shop at Advantage Motors in Bixby today. Welcome back. We're going to wrap up the season finale of the Sports Drink. Hopefully we'll be back in the spring, talk a little hoops, but bowl season's just a couple weeks away, Benny, and then college basketball really kicks into high gear.
Well, you know, if you're locally, the bowls are everywhere. So if you're OSU, head to Phoenix. If you're TU, head to Dallas. So close trips, nice trips.
Isn't that wild? You got OU and OSU in Phoenix at
Same
the same
weekend.
time.
Yeah, same weekend.
Just a couple of days apart. That did happen a few years ago.
It sure
The
did.
roles were reversed.
Reverse,
weren't
yeah.
they?
So
I'm telling you, college basketball, it's going to be an interesting season for our area teams. They're still kind of trying to find themselves.
very
aren't
young group of guys, and maybe toward March Madness they'll be there. But right now they've got a long way to go.
Well, and this is that time of year where everybody's kind of transitioning from one sport to the next, and it's the holiday season. So we hope everybody has a great Christmas and a happy New Year, and appreciate you watching this last few weeks.
Yeah, we want to thank you people in Shakota. I hear my mom says everybody watches every week. Our productions crew's mom and dad watches us every week. And my granddaughter, Hayden, hi, you watch us every week. So we get a lot of people that call and watch the show. So a little more drink next year.
That's right. All right. See you next time on the Sports Drink.